Raddy Boy in the morning is coming at you live in an alternate timeline where he is a day person and is up during the day. Buckle up, kids.
Raddy Boy in the morning is coming at you live in an alternate timeline where he is a day person and is up during the day. Buckle up, kids. We're loading up some artificence. It's time to test out SV. We're tired as frick. It's too early for Diet Pepsi, caffeine free. Acid base in the goddamn morning. A recipe for getting absolutely out of your damn mind. Let's unwind with Raddy Boy while you work. Raddy Boy in the morning. This is your last warning. Raddy Boy in the AM. Get ready for some mayhem. Raddy Boy in the morning. This is your last warning. Raddy Boy in the AM. Get ready for some mayhem. A tired old man in an alternate reality. It's time to belt out some simply tunes. A grumpy dude, up too early, he's rude. It's time to get in the break, baby, move. 3 hours sleep, it's just enough for me. It's my birthday today, tee-hee-hee. 40-year-old lunatic living through space and time. It may not be the best show ever, but it's mine. Raddy Boy in the morning. This is your last warning. Raddy Boy in the AM. Get ready for some mayhem. Raddy Boy in the morning. This is your last warning. Raddy Boy in the AM. Get ready for some mayhem. Raddy Boy in the morning. This is your last warning. Raddy Boy in the AM. Get ready for some mayhem. Raddy Boy in the morning. This is your last warning. Raddy Boy in the AM. Get ready for some mayhem. Raddy Boy in the morning is anything but boring.
Yo, what up, Desi? Get the hell in here. We're trying something different today. We're going louder than usual. I'm making out with the red tonight. This morning. I'm never going to get it right. Making out with that red because, you know what? I think for the longest time I've had it just barely making out with the yellow, and I think that's made my stream super damn quiet. And I opened that shirt red. I was trying to get more chest hair. Just didn't understand, like, why would we ever want that? Obviously, you've never seen Tom Selleck machines. We're gonna try and write some synthwave today, Desmond. Some goddamn synthwave. I wrote a track last night. Unless you're a city planner zoner. Oh, okay. Always be redlining. That's the plan. You don't want to do that when you're a city planner. Oh, the bridge collapsed again. I know I was making out with the red. I shouldn't have been doing that. Never make out with the red when you're building a bridge. Oh my god. 4 hours sleep, Desi. This is what it takes to get Raddy Boy up in the morning. But I was up till, what was it, 6? 6 yesterday, my time. It's 10:51 now. Yesterday, writing the song we're going to continue on today. So what I wanted to do this time... Also, let me know if you can hear music playing, right? Never tell if it's... Nope, not this time. Raddy Boy in the morning can't be trusted to start his own stream. Not a chance. Or build a bridge. Yuck, 4 hours, music is playing. At least we got that far. Hey, we gotta work on some tunes. Gonna make out with that red. It is an alternate timeline. What would it look like if I smoked and drank Budweiser? Or if I watched one too many Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. And I have. I need your clothes, your boots, and your synthesizers. Yeah, so I wrote a song last night, and instead of what I've been doing for the last 3 episodes is I've just been using my regular template that I use whenever Cubase is open. I like that one the best. That actually looks like it could have been me in my 30s if I went tastefully bald. You know what? There's hope. If it starts farking off, I wouldn't mind that. And this guy's too late for this guy. Hey, what are you talking about? Sick head of hair. I've usually been making music on my template that I usually use for streams, that I've been using like the whole time. But it sucks because then I have to build the music onto that stream, or that template. This time, I wrote a song straight up, because it's way easier to write a song straight up where you can organize it properly. But then I had to retrofit it with all like the microphone coming in, and then you being able to hear all the sounds, so it could just fall apart. Everything could fall apart today, everyone. And that's everyone in the archive. If anyone's watching in the archive, welcome to the stream, everyone. We're going to make some Synthwave today. Continuing from what I made last night. You know, it was one of the funny things. In every one of these, a consistent prompt I have is poor cable management. I think that's so funny. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Clad, get back here, buddy. Just saying hi from work. Have a great stream, man. Hey, Clad, thanks for stopping by from work. That's what this Raddy Boy in the morning's all about. Just farking around at work. Anyways, if you got to get back to work. We're going to write some music today. All right, well, maybe we'll stop there. I like this guy. Hey, you guys want to have a brewski and write some tunes? Come on, I got a couple brewskis. They're room temperature, but they're they're expired, but it's okay. This guy's been contemplating life. Oh my god, I gotta get back up in the morning. I gotta write some synth tunes in the morning. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Or I just dumped in my trousers. How am I gonna get through the rest of this workday? I'm out of sick days. Your chin varies from pick to pick. You know, I do actually have a bit of a cleft chin that looks very similar to that one if I shave. I don't know how the hell it picked up on that. Something going on with them machines, man. Couldn't give me gargoyle sunglasses, though. Alright. It's a tired old man in the morning. Let's get started. Let's begin. Alrighty. At least I got Tino and Fred with me in the morning. And some ice cold water. Alright, we'll play this song out and then I'll play for you, Desi, if you're the only one here. I'll play for anyone watching in the future as well. What I wrote last night, it's a one-sitting track, which I think is pretty good for a one-sitting track. That means, like, I just sat down and wrote it. I didn't come back and back. For those that are wondering, the last soundtrack I wrote, Odo in the Ancient World, a track, if I was screaming hot fast, was 6 days. So this is pretty good bead. We've got a good lead on a new track here. And so I'm just going to focus. You guys are probably going to get this face while I'm just writing tunes, because I got to get some work done. But I figured, why not do it live? Why not get out of my mind live? Alright, I don't have all my fancy buttons today. Oh god. I don't even have Punch Dan in the face button. It's fine. That's what these are for. I think we can get started. As lovely as these weather channel jams are. Alright. This is what I wrote last night. I have 2 separate pieces. There's, let me zoom in for you guys. Boing! Boing! Alright, there's 2 pieces here. The first section here is the soft section, and the second section is the hard section, but I basically improv jammed this whole section here with synth bells and synth pads that have very quick attacks. Just all improv'd it up. We improv'd our buns off. But I want to take the best of this and basically write new bass lines and new drums to the best of it. But I basically got this much written of the hard stuff, and then it basically just it meanders. It's very, it's not very focused. It's just improv, and that's kind of how you work. Hey, just get the hell in here, buddy. We're about to just get started. Hey, just join us now while we listen to what I wrote last night. Single sitting. Frick yeah, midday rad stream. For me, it's butt-ass early in the morning. And Vale, get in here, buddy. All right, everyone. Let me know if you guys can hear this, too. If you can't hear this, if it's too loud, if it's too quiet. There are things we can do. But this is my baseline setting right here. And let's go. Soft part first, then the hard part. Transition barely exists right now. But we got to figure out what the hell we're doing today. Okay? Okay. These drums need to change. Filler drums right now. Volume's good. Sweet. Thank you, Vale. Okay, we're looping this, but I was thinking I could maybe get a guitar riff starting just up over this, like a really echoey guitar riff. Otherwise, we just go straight in after one repeat. Because one repeat is two of these sections here. Alright, let's see if this transition even... if it can be built on. I want it to pause, and then bam, hit you in the face. We got regular guitars here playing power chords. Sega Genesis guitars here, beefing it up. Tiny little arpeggio here, leads down here. I'm going to change the color of these. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Slow wailing guitar, long bends, intro to rocking your balls off. Oh yeah, there's a lot of wrong notes in here too. So everything from here on, I have not curated at all. Thank you, Desi. You might actually recognize. Anyways, I keep accidentally muting my mic when I do that. That's how it's going to go today. All right, let's get in there. Baby boy wants to say hi. All right, dad mode activated. I'm going to go say hi to my baby boy real quick. And we're back. Zing! No. Thank you for letting me know, Miss Red. He just got a new basketball, so he really wanted to show it to me. Mrs. Red is the backbone of the show. It's just all jelly here. There's no bone. All right, let's get that fresh as frick guitar going. I don't know why those were armed for record. Guitar leads, here we go. Dang it, I still have the transitions on. I'll fix that. There we go. And let's change that now so it'll stop doing that. Thank you very much. And where does that go from there? We'll find out. Something like that. There's places it can go. The farts have arrived. Welcome in, Blood Farts. We're writing some Synthwave in the morning. With wrong notes galore. Everything from here on out is... I cannot guarantee your safety. These two parts and earlier can guarantee. Here's a can of Dad's classic fart powder. Just for you, freshly baked. My wife makes the best can of Mrs. Rad's classic fart powder you've ever tasted. Alright, what I would like to do is, my big plan is, anytime I change what's in the background, so I could basically take any of these improv parts and extrapolate from them a different bass line, and so we definitely need to find a section that, it can't just play this bass line. This whole thing is the same bass line. We just can't play that for a minute and a half straight. Forever, however goddamn long this is. So we need to come up with a new bass line. Want to see your bend octaves like you turn Mariah Carey into a 6-string metal machine. That's what the producer's saying. Come on, you got to do it. Bend it like you're Mariah Carey in the early 90s. Bend. What was it? Ross Robinson. Remember the guy that produced all the new metal in the 90s? Apparently he was like throwing things at Jonathan Davis. Come on, you got to cry. I want you crying. Ah! Can I get this in there somewhere? Alright, at least it's jammable. This is kind of fresh. I like this part. I think, if I ever don't play it at the start of a section, then the arpeggiator is just going to be throwing a hissy fit. In my opinion, Mariah Carey's overrated. Okay, Weefall, welcome back. It's been a long time, buddy. I'm about to get shot for this. Well, let's see. I think she's very talented. I think maybe her music is overrated. I'll grant you that, but I do think she's a hell of a singer. But I'll say, you got to check out Mariah Carey Prisoners. From her self-titled debut album, I think. It's 1991 or 3 or something. She actually goes back to the 80s, if I recall, but that is a hell of a banger. A hell of a banger. Also, check out Glitter, everyone. Come on, man up, dude, and go watch Glitter. Glitter's actually surprisingly good. I like when singers become actresses because they don't act like an actress would, which makes it almost more enjoyable because you're like, I know how this scene is going to end, or I know how they're going to deliver this line. Nope, actresses will do it one way, and singers will frick off and do it a different way. Mandy Moore in A Walk to Remember. Very unusual performance. Indeed, I think she's got talent, but the lyrics and the melodies, for most part, is lame. Yeah, I can't vouch for her entire discography. I do like her Christmas track. Everyone's like, oh, it's Mariah Carey's Christmas, I can't stand it. What, you want to listen to Nat King Cole or some other a-hole? Hell no. Want to get the best viewers on Twitch? How do I... Wait, okay, that's right. That's right. They know better than to want more viewers in their chat, because then I could just ban more viewers the phrase. Fine, lazy a-hole, you're going to Pound Town. How do I ban people again? Is it /ban and then lazy? Alright, it's not letting me do it. You can go to hell. TM Base, get in here, buddy. What if I just Copy his name and spell it out completely. Banned him. Banned his ass. All right, we're going to take this part, TM bass, and we're going to change the bass line. As an experiment. Okay, we got the Prophet 5 and the Poly 6. Synthwave never had it so good. Why is there still bass playing though? Is it here? Oh, I didn't mute them both. Brad, come on, you gotta want it. I guess I would also need to change the guitars. Alright, well, let's start with the bass then. Zup! Yeah, this is what 4 hours sleep will get you. Well, actually, no, I wrote this last night when I had fresh sleep. This is what 4 hours sleep gets you. Me sitting there going, where do I go with it from here? Alright, I can start the first part with this. So that's just what we'll do. Yeah. Round 2 was the right one. And then we'll get the guitars to back this up. A little oomph. Let's fix the timing on these. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, just make it go all 8s, and that'll put it all on the beat. And then, you know what I might even do is go back and change the leads that I improv'd last night to a different bass line to match this new bass line. It's an iterative process. It's Bubbles in the morning. All right, let's see if the guitars will play ball. That's right, I was messing with the, these are the power chord guitars. Why don't we just go in here? We don't need to mute them, we'll just go in and change them. Oh wait, this has got to be a power, mute. Mute. Oh, I wonder if I should maybe just mute them all. We'll start it all mute. The whole thing will be mute. That one can be open. Wait, is this open or is this mute? I can't remember. The opposite of what I just said. This one can be open. So these down here, for these, for people that have never sequenced music before, these down here are called key triggers. And whenever this note is triggered, it says, all right, from now on, play every note as a palm mute guitar power chord. here. All right, it's not something I can show you live, but there we go. So I'm telling it then I want mute, 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 mute. And then this one is a different key switch. It's now instead of E -1, it's D sharp -1. That I'm hoping is sustained. Sustained, goddamn. And then we'll repeat that. Da 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 da. With the next one's up. I guess we would do it like this to be able to hear it better for all. Oh, shoot. Need it on both. So you gotta get your buttons over there. Sweet. You wrote Synthwave, so I tuned in. Hey, Psychoc, welcome back in. Are you Synthwave aholic? Because, yeah, you know what? Synthwave's not done. I'm still down with Synthwave, although I do feel like Synthwave as a genre seems to have lost its way just a bit. What are we supposed to be writing now? I don't know. Just follow your heart, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think those are the notes. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta zoom in, jeez Louise. How did this not copy over properly? Did I not get it where it should have been? Like this, buddy. For the love of Pete! Oh, at 4 hours of sleep, I just don't pull this off the way I do when I'm a fresh, middle-of-the-night guy. That should do it. Let's loop this part. It's trying to evolve? Okay. Pete, if you're in the chat, he loves you. I know, I always talk to Pete directly to him. Yeah, Synthwave is an interesting genre because it's basically a very indie movement. And it's got a couple people that are... No, even like the top of Synthwave still seem like they're totally indie to me, which is cool. But, yeah, there was a while there where I think people were, like, there's a lot of infighting in the genre, and there's a lot of drama in the genre. And there's a lot of, like, it seems to me like there's a lot of, like, gatekeeping in the genre. Like, that's what I mean. Like, there's some problems with Synthwave, the genre. Whatever, you just write whatever you want. Let those rascals get on you. Now I think we can just get the... Yeah, I heard of that, which seems very weird. Well, it's just kind of what happens when you get indies. It's like if you know, not indies, but if you get people that you don't have the machine bearing down on you, like, do it as we say it and follow our guidelines, and you'll be a successful band. You get people that, like, I think the popularity of Synthwave was natural, and it caught a lot of people off guard, and then, you know, you had... It exploded, and it's like, it's still bubbling, and people are finding their footing here. Ba-na-na-na. For the love of Pete, I gotta zoom way in. I'm doing some strumming right now. Ba 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 ba. In my head, I can't help but hear like an extra bit of guitar guy going like I hear extra bits, but I'm gonna try and purposely keep this more simplified. Now let's add in those Sega Genesis guitars, see if it's appropriate. On their own, I don't think it sounds good, but together it just kind of gives it a fat bottom. Giggity. The old brain trying to make you muck up your own work. Synthwave, says Weefall. It's like that lost family member that you found after years and never knew how much you needed. Where would you start? If you guys seem like you know a little more than I do, actually. Where would you start with Synthwave right now? When I overthought it, and now I gotta start from scratch. Oh man, I hear some orchestral hits in there. You can't go wrong with a good old orchestral hit. Damn. Orchestral hit. Alright, now, what do we got? We still have the pads. I probably should change that as well. Whenever I tap my leg, my chair starts wobbling now. And I can't live with that! Yeah. Now we're going. Usually riffs are at the core of most synthwaves, I think. Hey Simon, welcome in, buddy. I think they're overused. Riffs are? Weefall, you think riffs are overused? What do you use instead of riffs? Like, that really... I should have reached all the way over like that. Messed up my shoulder. Alright, well, why don't we just see if we can get some lead in here. Out of your tin! Wolfcat, welcome in! It's my morning show. I don't know what time it is for you, but this is... After 4 hours sleep, I crawl out of bed and try and do a morning show at this time every week. so many places I can go that I just don't know where to lock it up. This is prime time. Nice. We stole the prime time marker from Wolfcat. What have you been playing lately? I haven't. The last couple times you posted in my going live or self promo, it hasn't been Star Trek Online. Doing well? We've been doing good. Go to hell, Dan. Take one of those. Hey, TM Base, what up? Why are you always on 4-hour sleep? Is Synthwave streaming that important? Yeah, well, basically I stopped working last night so that I could go to sleep to start working again right now. So now we got 2 sections here. Welcome into TM Base. I don't know why oh, that's right. Let's chop all of these guys out. You can get the hell out of here. So basically, this is how I start like a real deal project, everyone. Everything down here was improv, and I go in and select my favorite bits, then write bass lines to it, and see if, like, the thing is, if you improv'd it all from one section, and then go and edit it and add different bass lines, it should theoretically all kind of fit together still. And so now we're gonna find out if this fits together with the rest of it. Hold on, we don't need this stuff here. Alright, and yes, Synthwave is that important, team. Alright. Song sounds like a montage track. This is Synthwave in a nutshell. Or maybe that's just what I write in a nutshell. So we've got 4 sections here. We probably don't need to play the entire intro. Maybe I'll cut that in half, so it's 3 sections, sorry. The soft part is at the first section. You know what, I'm sick of chopping all the way down. Let's go folder it up. Add a folder. Everyone get the hell in the folder. Sick of... Because now I can just chop the folder instead of... Alright, let me do this. Alright, get in there. Get in the damn folder. Now when I move the folder around, it moves everything all at once. Alright. Let's hear these 3 tracks, 3 parts together, see if they play ball. I probably wouldn't start with the leads. That's what I'm noticing right now. Like, bring the leads in now. So we'll do one section here with no leads, just the guitars going. Welcome back, Weeful. Let's see if it transitions. Oh, God. Yep, that works. That I can work with that. Alright, and then ABAC this, different section for the second part. Easy street. I have no idea how to produce guitars, though. That's something that still eludes me. Like, they just sound so fuzzy. They sound like they sounded to me back when I was 20 years old, like, going direct in. They shouldn't, but they do. I don't know how to make them sound good. It's driving me nuts. Alright, yeah, I guess I burnt out on Star Trek Online. So basically, everything else. Yeah, haven't you been doing yeah, the Wolfenstein, that's right. You're on Spirit Destiny, so you're doing retro streams. That's awesome. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Get the guitars over without the leads. Now, the bottom part here are the leads. To make it easy for you guys, I'll go like this. Leads. Does that ever happen to anyone else? Like, I don't know what to do with myself. If I don't make it a capital L here, do I go back and fix it? I'm the only one that's going to see it. Do I go back and fix it? Well, I don't know. Avenger 03. Like, if I did that lowercase, like that, could you live with that while you're working on your own project? Do you have to go back and fix it? Because I make a mistake every time, and I always go back and fix it, but I hate it, and it wears on me. Should I just leave it next time? Be like, I don't care what it looks like. And then fix it at the end? Bleh. Blah. All right, so we're going to port everything over and just have one section with no leads. Why do these sound so bad? All right, it mutes me down every time. So I don't want that. What I want is what I wanted was there we go. This. I got Pro Ace guitar VSTs on there, but it still sounds like butt. Or does it? I don't know. Is that what a guitar sounds like on its own? You rang. The other Wolfenstein game I have is Enemy Territory, but I'm kind of unsure about it. Are you about to play, are you going to move on to like Return to Castle Wolfenstein and like do the whole series from bottom to top? Why don't we give ourselves 2 patterns to work with here? I'm always trying to rush things. I could give myself a little time to mess with this thing. Or do we have to wait for that? Well, let's just hear what this sounds like, the transition from the soft part to the loud part. Also, that quiet part at the beginning is too loud compared to this. This should hit you like a goddamn punch in the face. But we're still, you know, you produce it after. You write it first, then produce it after. I think that's the way most people go. I feel like I need my leg warmers and matching headband while I dance fight in this decommissioned steel mill. Did he actually fight people in that decommissioned steel mill, or did he just practice his dance moves? Because I've never seen the movie. I've only seen the dance sequence. The rare time where Kevin Bacon didn't play a super creep. Or does he at some point in that movie? I almost feel like the bass is now too staccato. Or the guitars aren't staccato enough. Yeah, fine, we'll add a couple of these. And some leg warmers. And then when you want to get down to some leads, then you can have more palm mutes in there. But for now, we're just a couple extra strums. Never hurt anybody. Oh wait, I thought my mic would be muted. That's why I wasn't talking. We're just fixing basically the syntax of the way the guitar player is playing this bit. Speaking of Star Trek, someone I follow on Twitch is streaming Resurgence. I don't know which one that is, Wolfcat. You guys are saying you got to play Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That was the first one after they got like fully 3D, right? That was good. I played it on the show, I think in the 2000 season. That was actually really good. I had quite a bit of fun playing that, although I got stuck right away. Now doing steer. I feel like I need my leg warmers. Don't worry, we got them. I'm wearing mine right now. He just needs to dance it out. And it might have been an abandoned tractor factory. That's fine. You know, beggars can't be choosers. You should check it out for how ridiculous it is. Well, that dance sequence certainly is ridiculous. So what? Some guy moves into town and then says, there will be no dancing in this town from now on. We will all be curmudgeons like me. And Kevin Bacon's like, no, man. No way, man. And starts pulling sick horizontal bar maneuvers by himself with no padding. What a lunatic. You know what? I really should have actually... Someone should have checked him at the door because he's a menace. He's teaching all the kids to do dangerous things. All right, speaking of Star Trek, all right, now we're good. We're caught up. All right, syntax. I guess that doesn't work unless it's no, I think that should work. Why didn't that sound good? It's like it changes its sound completely. All right, go way up then. All right, well, it's not going to work. On a real guitar, I probably would play that palm mute, but I probably wouldn't be playing a power chord anyways, because sometimes when you're playing a power chord part, you'll be palm muting only the top note. You won't palm mute the whole thing unless you're really trying to go chug, 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 chug. Sometimes you just want but that would be a bit of a pain in the bum. I don't feel like figuring that out. So, yeah, I'm not going to figure that out. We'll do that later. Wait, are you telling me Jonathan Lithgow is the bad guy who's making it so people can't dance? He's not old enough to be a curmudgeon. He was probably only like 4 years older than Kevin Bacon. What the hell's going on here? Fantastic actor, but an obvious coke-fueled script. Which one's better, that or Flashdance? I haven't seen either. Or Dirty Dancing, for that matter. I saw Dirty Dancing a lot when I was a kid, and was like, I don't understand why this girl's on the ground crying. I still don't know why she's on the ground crying. I think I know what it had to do with, but I can't tell you for sure that's what happened. All right, I'll take that. I like Staying Alive, too. It's super cheesy. Staying Alive. Was that a, Did John Travolta actually star in a movie called Staying Alive? Was it the sequel to Saturday Night Fever? Am I making things up? Well, what the hell's the best dance movie out there, then? Save the Last Dance. Oh yeah, okay, the guitars, these aren't playing ball anymore. Oh no, they were playing ball. Frick me. Where's my Sega Genesis guitars? Oh yeah, those are playing ball just fine. Something else is the problem. Drumline, final answer. Is that your final answer? Is it actually a good movie? What about Breakin' 1 and Breakin' 2? Those are pretty good dance movies. We're just using our ears here to listen up. Hey, get in here, don't touch the door. feel like the guitars could actually be louder now in this portion. Or there needs to be a lead. And since there is no lead, that's why there's something that feels empty here. Alright, well, we'll do it the raw dog style. Now, I don't like automating the actual volume fader, because then you can't make changes as you go. So I don't know if other people do this, but this is what I usually do. I will automate the pre-gain. It's kind of a cheeky way to change the volume without making it so the fader is locked into whatever I've set the automation to. The problem with the pre-gain is you can do this. It disappears. See that -0? It's gone. And then if you ever want to bring it back, you can't. You got to make sure you just go to like -40 or something. If you want to make it disappear. But I don't want to make it disappear. I just want it to be like 12 dB less. Or 12 dB more, sorry. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It says it is 12, but then why is it the exact same volume as the other one still? Alright, well, there's only one way to find out. So we've just jacked it. You guys are probably getting your ears blown out then. If I can't hear it, then somehow you guys are hearing it. Or just some sick blazing leads. We got those coming up. Don't touch the door. Yo, iBlink, what up? Sick guitar, widdly solo bits. Yeah, we're definitely building up to those, but you gotta kind of lay the foundation first. So I don't understand why we can't hear this part here. So let's turn those off and let's just see if anything happens here. It says +8. Alright, due to the way I've configured these, I'm changing the volume of the undistorted guitar. So what if I want to have a distorted guitar that I can turn the volume up? I would have to go over to my bus, and I hate buses because you can't... A bus is basically just like an auxiliary channel that you send all your audio to. But if you're working with automation, and say I draw some automation lines up here, like the volume goes up and down or whatever, it doesn't copy over. Like you can put these into a folder with everything else and then copy and say, I want to duplicate it over here, but it won't bring your automation information from a group bus. Boggles the mind. So that means I've got to find a different way to do this here. What we might have to do is go here and find our inserts and say somewhere, let's say in bias FX, can I... Is there a volume? No, this is awful. This is a terrible, terrible day for all mankind. But yeah, we got some leads coming up. Don't you worry. Don't touch the door. Here's what I'm working with the leads. Guitar lead. Anyways, you get it. Listen to that super echo we got going on there. Alright, let's open up. Let's open up Bias FX. And let's see how much higher we can go. Damn it, I've already cranked it. And I've already turned them all the way up. Because my faders are already +6. Why is it so quiet then? Something funny's going on. I love bus stuff. Turn it up to 80 Curix. I like that you posted that clip. I too have watched just that clip on loop for quite a while. Randy's voice is so good. Soldando. Alright, you get it. What about increasing the channel input on the mixer? That's what we tried. Here, I'll show you. Actually, I'll show you the mixer. Already jacked it up. I maxed that thing out because over here on all my buses, I've lowered them. So maybe that's what I have to do. Because I kind of move them over to the buses and then I mix my track over here. And I wanted the guitars to be a lot quieter, as it turns out in the end. Why don't I try this? Why don't we jack these guys up over here? Way too loud now, but now we can lower them over there. Good suggestion, DJ. Because now I think I've figured the solution out. Obviously this is too loud, but now I can say you two don't have to be jacked out of your mind anymore. And then when I want them to go up, I can do it here. Now that's good extreme programming. That's what they used to call it when you're programming in BCIT and someone watches you program. Hey, let's get extreme. Welcome in, Youngstreet. Could you add speak and spell lyrics, please? I probably could. I probably could, but then it would sound like I'm murdering a goat again. Well, it certainly doesn't call for it, but you've got me curious, Youngstreet. You've got me curious. There's actually something really... With that exact same plugin, Youngstreet, I can actually use my MIDI keyboard to play different notes of a speak and spell. Why don't we see if that could be a sick secret move in our back pocket. You just have to change this to MIDI right here. We have to change it to MIDI, but then you also have to send a MIDI channel to it. Testing. Testing, 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 testing. Wait, it is working. It's just not doing it very well. Let's test this out like this. No more noise. There we go. Can we do it like this? Testing. 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 Test. Goddamn, Tino, you looking smooth. Smooth as hell. Chain smoking Optimus. God damn it. What the hell's wrong with you, Megatron, you a-hole? Ah, man. What about this? Can we... There we go. Testing. Alright, it doesn't actually play the notes as well as I was remembering them. See, it sounds... I'm chatting the notes here, but it just sounds stupid. God damn it. Alright, what if we were to do this? Yeah. Testing. Okay, we just gotta be way higher on the keyboard. Hey! Oh no, we don't want this much tracking. Alright, well, no tracking now. It's all just the note I hit on the keyboard. And then here's... Taking it home. Gotta add some echo on here. Add some reverb. And then, and only then... Let's get really out of our minds here. What's a big reverb? Bigger. It's gonna be bigger. Replicate space. Now we're talking. 1, 2, 4. Testing. 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 Testing.
not that much. Okay. And let's as well. Echo, never hurt anybody. Or did it? So this is an experiment that I would have to do offline. Welcome in, Shorty. We got chain smoking Optimus here. Oh, God. Alright. Echo. Go to Echo from every producer. There it is. Testing. BD over and over real fast. BD, 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 BD. Alright, now we can be part of the band. Testing. 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 We should probably add some lead over this so I know what note I'm actually getting. Testing. 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 Welcome in, buddy. Pretty fresh.
All right, back to regular red. Could be something to do. Every time, just as an anecdote, whenever I try to add robo vocals to anything, I work on the initial response. Some nice riffs. Hey, thanks. I'm good at dinking around, but locking it all up while you're doing it live is pretty hard. I know that I'm gonna bust a solo out somewhere in this song. I just don't know where yet. You got to build up to it. You don't just want to start out of the gates. Wheelie. Sounds awful. Wait, what's going on with Wolfcat? Lol. Hi, Desi Butt. Might be. You guys were getting on your mind while I was robo-ratting it up. Are you live? Say what? Why to switch? Oh man, I missed a bunch of Shorty. B-17 Bomber. Bot. Did someone smoke the bot out of here? Good thing my guitar is in D standard, so I can get low enough for this riff. Yeah, mine. You gotta worry. I went D standard for this riff as well. Are you playing it along with it live? Don't touch the door. D is just a little too low. Sometimes developers of games will be like, that's too low. I don't want that. They won't necessarily say that, but they will reject your riff. And I've just learned over the time, never send them stuff that hits that power chord in D. But this one has D, but I haven't sent it off yet, so we don't know. All right, 25-year-old smoker voice, loud and clear. Autobots, chain smoking Optimus, B-17 Bomber, give me sandwich red, replaced by a robot. You come back and what the hell's going on here? I was riffing it. Okay, don't touch the door. I dig that. Using that voice, Shorty. Are you live? Say Autobots smoke up. Autobots smoke up all the time. All right, Optimus was up for the Marlboro Man, but they felt Cowboys couldn't relate. He's too clean, man. It's like that scene. You remember the scene in the Transformers movie when I think it was Galvatron was like rear naked choking Rodimus Prime. It's like he doesn't have to breathe. He's a robot. Can't breathe. It doesn't work this way. Chain smoking Soundwave, wrong character. Yeah, I would have to use a vocoder for that, which I could, but I'm not going to load up another thing. You get one, Young Street. Improv Red. Nice riffs. Just before the crescendo. Riffing it, maybe try D sharp or E flat. Yeah, you know what? Lion, speaking of Transformers, the band that does the Transformers theme song at the start of the original Transformers movie does play in E flat, which is awesome. I will play E flat, sure, but then I'd have to change the whole damn song, so we're just going to keep it at D, and we'll see if that works. But I used to have my guitar tuned to E flat all the time. Transformers! Wait, that's not even the right song. Transformers! I'm picturing the song from Jerky Boys, but still, I know for sure that one is E flat. All right, I have that movie on VHS right now. All right, you're doing the right work. You're doing good work there, Jackie. All right, I'm really loving D standard because all of my favorite 90s and aughts death metal is in it. A lot of that early aughts like death metal was in drop B though, or not drop, standard B, like Exhumed and stuff, B. And then those goofballs in Mortician were playing G, which is hilarious. That's why no one listens to Mortician. Drop C. I see. Drop though, yeah. Drop is a little tough. Jinx! Let's hear what this sounds like going into the part with the leads. That actually might be too low. I might have to actually go in and turn this all to E. Which sucks because I've been learning this whole song in D or whatever it is. Whatever the root note is. Now I'll have to relearn another scale because that's the way I work. Is I just know what notes are wrong notes. Don't hit those ones. That's right. If I dink around with the whole thing, I'm gonna move up the key switches as well. Whoever thought of key switches was a good idea? You don't mind it like that? All right. It's just this part here sounded too low to me. I do need to fix something here. I don't like the way the guitar sounds. Period. But that's fine. Yeah, they just don't sound right yet because I'm not really I'm not good at using this library to get exactly the palm mute sound I want. The good news, like the reason I would want to use these libraries though is that you can change the MIDI notes, which is super helpful than having to re-record your palm mute riff again. Plus my guitar doesn't have really good sound, so it wouldn't work if I did it. I just don't like the sound of this guitar, period, but that's something I can't really change. The overdrive settings, I don't know, I just randomly did this stuff. I'll show you I'll show you what I did though. Drive, I got the slow. I had to make this one from scratch, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing when I make stuff. Turn the drive down to 0 on the overdrive. 0 drive, max level, and tone to taste. Yeah, it still doesn't sound good to old Raddy Boy, but I might fix the palm mutes. Sounds a little better on the palm mutes. Let's try this one too. A little fatter, a little bigger bottom. Also try putting a compressor pedal after the gate. Well, they're really, I guess you're right. So send into the actual amps, because I've never had a good amp. Honestly, when I stopped playing guitar, all I ever had was the practice amp and a distortion pedal, so I never got to a point where it's like, well, you gotta add all this stuff together before you want it to sound awesome. Alright, kid. Alright, let's try that. One at a time, Ray. I never tell, is this low amount of speed or fast amount of speed? Is that a normal thing for people to do? Already tighter. I wonder if red is the way to go. Look like you have a green back. Probably a vintage 30 speaker as well. Yeah, I was basically just like, before I was just trying to sound like, which one sounds the best with the palm muting, but I didn't have this current setup. Let's try... blah, 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 blah. Try a vintage 30 speaker as well. I don't know what the hell you just said. Running a SM57 on the edge of the center cone. That does sound a lot better either way. The compressor on the start, I think that's a big thing when you're trying to get the chugginess of a palm mute. A hot tip. Just off center of the cone, that seems about right. Do we got more? Man, they just will not leave us alone. These, what's this guy? Ninja Bra 23. You guys can't see it, the chat. Fortunately, denied, and then also banned. Not actual ban. Ban this guy. You're gone. Like right on the edge of the center cone, even maybe a bit more off. Well, alright. Maybe a nice big gong sound randomly in the middle to throw people off. I I don't know if you want to throw people off in the middle of your song, Wolfcat. That sounds pretty heavy. It sounds a lot better than what I had before. For reference, this is kind of what I had before. Well, we changed it a bit, but... why don't I just I'll bring them both over and I'll mess with the, cone on the other one. Save as new. Rad sustain 2. Oh, you gotta select a bank and they only give you 2 to choose from. Success! Oh, wrong ones. For the love of Pete. That's Satch. We don't need Satch Boogie right now. We need the Radland Boogie. It didn't even save Radland 2 anyways. Like, where did you save this? There's Radland 1, but we don't need that one. You guys saw it. I saved it. Way at the bottom. It's not going alphabetically. And I guess I gotta refresh, maybe? Love a Pete. Well, I'm just gonna reload it in. I think maybe that's the problem. Greenbacks are too MIDI. I don't know what you mean by greenback. You've said greenback twice and I didn't get it the first time. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think the biggest problem was the speaker, in my opinion. People actually like to mix greenbacks and vintage 30s in their 4x12s. Bunch of rascals. Okay. Now is my setting saved in there where it should be? There we go. Now for a little variety. You can only put it down this far. Come on, you don't want to go any further down than that. So greenback is a popular speaker used in amps. So is the vintage 30. Celestion greenback speaker. All right, that's more sensible. I don't know what I have right now. The slow SLO. God, that sounds pretty good too. Honestly, this sounds a lot more chuggy than what I had before, and that's all I needed. Kind of like this tread play. And now let's hear it with the rest of the band. And now let's hear it with the rest of the band. And I don't know what it sounded like before. I can't really go back and reference it, but it sounds goddamn crunchier. More like an actual guitar. See, this is what before I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Well, let's call it there, everyone. I want to hear the whole thing. And then I'm going to go hang out with my son for the rest of the day. But we got some good, we got a good lesson in guitar production techniques. Thank you, Don't Touch the Door. I really should have looked it up now that even that was more than I ever had before. Just put the distortion pedal on, it should be fine. But also drop that second compressor pedal at the end of the chain and use a regular masting comp like a 1176. I don't know what the hell you just said either. And a gong sound, says Wolfcat. Drift just needs a mega drum solo to accompany it, like I Need a Hero or whatever. Like, don't fix your guitar, just get more sick guitar, drum riffs in there. more gunky bass, like STP gunky. Welcome in, Grungy Nick. Hey, how about that pop culture refresher? Hey, that Sunday show was so fun. Oh my god. It still needs some connecting tissue here, but once I can get the connecting tissue, I can reuse this template for more track. I can't. I have to watch it again, Grungy Dick. It's genuinely shocking to me that it's top of your list. Well, you keep saying 1176. What is the actual name at Don't Touch the Door? I'm sure that's what it comes up with, but I don't recognize the 1176. Is there like a brand name attached to it? I probably have some. Sage. UA 1176. Go to hell, Dan. That's the note I want. Still gotta get that second camera on so you guys can see me getting out of my mind with this mod wheel. Alright, well, I like where we're going. We got some good guitar production added this time. Saving it. I didn't even save it all day. I could have crashed my whole stream. Use parallel compression and drum bussing. Compression and mastering is something I've really been spending a lot of time on. Yeah, I never really, other than gluing my tracks together, compressors aren't usually something I use for like an individual instrument. Something I could stand to do more of. But mastering, like getting everything to glue together, that's kind of why I would use a compressor. But I know there's musical reasons to use compressors, so I don't really have a good handle on those. I've been outlining some ideas for a sample CD similar to those 90s ones I've been showing you. Universal Audio. I know I've seen that around. Why do they pick the 1176 for guitars? No, it really gets that chugging sound really where it's got to be. That sounds really cool. Thank you, Wolfcat. Should use some light compression on individual tracks, but nothing like crazy. Yeah. That way it doesn't sound so... It just glues itself together, yeah. Definitely something I need to do more of. But we're also in the writing phase here. Usually that's something I would do towards the end. I would usually add a compressor on most tracks, because you want to glue and then glue and then glue and then glue. That's kind of how I picture it. 1176 adds the grit in its own way that is really, really liked on guitar and drums. Alright. Another hot Raddy Boy in the morning. This one I'll probably try and finish. There's also a great opportunity there for a really good transition to really smack you over the head when this comes in. That's right, I was gonna make gonna make these guitars a little louder. DJ Jackie was here suggesting we try this. Now we can do it like this. Alright. And that will go there. You son of a bee. Done! Alright, you're not working, so I will yell at you later. I want you to be up by 8. Up by 8, and then when we get to the next part, come down by 8. Back to where you were. Now, hopefully I can just copy and paste this over. I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Is this 8 or is it not? It is. Okay. I don't know why I didn't copy the whole thing over. Such is my life. See if that sounds awful. Let's finish it up on that and see if that sounds awful. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You too, Wolfcat. Oh, I know all about how deep compressors are. It's the kind of thing that... I'm definitely a songwriter first. Producer, second, third, fourth. Somewhere way further down the line. Let's see if when the guitars go back down a bit here... Yeah, that might be something I want to dink around with. Alright. If you have a real amp and you've been doing that, don't touch the door. That's exactly the type of info that I would need. Because, yeah, I've never had a chance to have a good guitar amp. And that's why I stopped playing guitar, basically, because I didn't like the way my guitar sounded. And so I was like, to hell with it. I'm just going to write chiptunes for the next 20 years. And I used to play guitar like 3 hours a night. And, yeah, I just didn't like the sound, never liked the sound, and that's something they don't teach you. It's like, learning how to play guitar, that's one thing. Learning how to make your guitar sound good, it's a completely other thing, and that stinks, because you need gear to make it sound good. You also need a good guitar. Well, there you go, kid. You got to spend $1,200 on a really good guitar if you want it to sound good from now on. And you'll know it when you pick it up. When you play a nice guitar, you're like, oh my god, it's like I almost can't hit a wrong note. My guitar at home's like, it's like razor blades in my fingers. These days, you don't even need an amp. The new virtual amps and cabs are super good these days. Yeah, but you need to know how to produce it, how to make it sound good. And that's something I had no idea how to do, as evidence. Also, beginner guitars are pretty good these days, too. Well, that's good to hear. But the guitar I had, the one that I still have, no, I don't even have it. Anyways, my guitar doesn't sound good. I don't like the way it sounds. I don't like playing it. But I will play it sometimes just to keep up the forearm muscles. All right, that's the show, everyone. That's Raddy Boy in the morning. Let's find someone to raid. Thanks for watching as I struggled through a new track. At least I brought you in one that was a little more fleshed out than usual. All right, 4 hours sleep too. Let's keep that in mind, everyone. And you're like, why can't he do this properly? 4 hours sleep in the morning. Raddy Boy in the morning. Ourselves a raid. What the hell? I'm getting raided as I'm trying to find a raid? Serious mastering, I was just trying to find another person to raid. Well, bring in the rascals.
Welcome to Golf Magazine's 36th grade.
They are great. Welcome in. We were just trying to write this track here. I'll give you guys a quick view. But we couldn't, a huge play. We couldn't quite lock it up. But we'll lock it up next time. Sounds like you do some audio production yourself, Serious Master? Huh? Can I check out what you were just up to? So, serious. I was just doing some serious goddamn mastering. Also doing music. production? All right. End it like this. I don't have it. Oh no, if I put echo on my mic, then I can do this. And that's that. Alright, we were just finding someone to raid their series mastering. More cowbell? Obviously more cowbell is always the answer. But I didn't have one on the preset I had, so tried to partner up with a friend who's good at piano, but he can be rather difficult to work with at times. Piano players, am I right? You're more of a drummer, and mastering and recording drums is a massive task. Oh my god, how many microphones do you need? Taking everything I've learned from that and applied it to guitar, while also learning about recording guitars and tone. Yeah, the tone of guitars is like blah, blah. There's so much involved with it, and everyone kind of keeps it under lock and key. Because I've asked people before, like, "Hey, what's your technique? How do you do this here?" Like, obviously there's something going on. We're just gonna go see my, not a friend of mine, but he's a guy I like. Jeff Gerstmann's got a big stream going on right now. We'll just go see him. It's video games. We're gonna cross the divide here. Not going to another music stream. But he's a OG video game review guy, so we're gonna go over there and have a great time. Raid. And then I'm gonna hang out with my son for the rest of the day. If you're really wanting to get back into playing guitar and fiddling with stuff, check out HX Stomp Pedal. Well, there's no way in heck I'm buying gear. It's a good multi-effect amp and cab box. No way in heck could I imagine a world where I would be buying gear for the guitar. But it's good to know what's out there, what I should be getting. Honestly, I just need to know where to put the compressor in the chain. That was helpful. It's a good start. 'Cause I know how to do EQ, but knowing where to get that chuggy sound, I just wouldn't know. Now I know how to get the chug. We'll fine-tune that one for later. Alright. Thanks for watching, you bunch of crazies. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's have a great time. Do I do it like this? I don't have the button to make me go off the screen, so I'll just do it like this. We'll see you guys next time. Probably Friday. Sunday. Sunday was a hoot. See you guys back on Sunday for some more goddamn January 2002. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Bye, everybody.